Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 13. The message concerning Babel which Yeshayahu son of Amos saw. Lift up a banner on the high mountain, raise your voice to them, wave your hand, let them enter the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my Kodashim, I have also called my mighty men for my displeasure, my proudly exulting ones. The noise of an uproar in the mountains like that of many people, a noise of uproar of the reigns of Gentiles gathered together. Yahweh of hosts is gathering an army for battle. They are coming from a distant land, from the end of the Shamayim, even Yahweh and his weapons of displeasure to destroy all the earth. Howl, for the day of Yahweh is near. It comes as a destruction from El Shaddai. Therefore all hands go limp, every man's heart melts, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows take hold of them. They are in pain as a woman in labor. They are amazed at one another, their faces aflame. See, the day of Yahweh is coming, fierce with wrath and heat of displeasure, to lay the earth waste and destroy its sinners from it. For the stars of the Shamayim and their constellations do not give off their light. The sun shall be dark at its rising, and the moon not send out its light. And I shall punish the world for its evil, and the wicked for their wickedness, and shall put an end to the arrogance of the proud, and lay low the pride of the ruthless. I shall make mortal man scarcer than fine gold, and mankind than the gold of Ophir. So I shall make the Shamayim tremble, and the earth shall shake from her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of the heat of his displeasure. And it shall be as the hunted gazelle, and as a sheep that no man takes up. Every man turns to his own people, and everyone flees to his own land. Whoever is found is thrust through, and every one taken falls by the sword. And their children are dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses plundered, and their wives ravished. See, I am stirring up the Madites against them who do not regard silver, and as for gold they do not delight in it. And bows dash the young to pieces, and they have no compassion on the fruit of the womb. Their eye spares no children. And Babel, the splendor of reigns, the comeliness of the Kastites' pride, shall be as when Elohim overthrew Sodom and Amorah. She shall never be inhabited, nor be settled from generation to generation. Nor shall the Arabian pitch tents there, nor shepherds rest their flocks there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be filled with owls, and ostriches shall dwell there, and wild goats frolic there, and hyenas shall cry in their citadels, and jackals in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days are not drawn out. Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 14. For Yahweh has compassion on Yaakov, and shall again choose Yisrael, and give them rest in their own land, and the strangers shall join them, and they shall cling to the house of Yaakov, and peoples shall take them and bring them to their own place, and the house of Yisrael shall possess them for servants and female servants in the land of Yahweh. And they shall make captives of their captors, and rule over their oppressors. And it shall be in the day Yahweh gives you rest from your sorrow and from your trouble and the hard service in which you were made to serve, that you shall take up this proverb against the sovereign of Babel, and say, How the oppressor has ceased, the gold gatherer ceased. Yahweh has broken the staff of the wicked, the scepter of the rulers. He smote the people in wrath with ceaseless blows. He ruled the Gentiles in displeasure, is persecuted, and no one restrains. All the earth is at rest and at peace. They shall break forth into singing. Even the cypress trees rejoice over you, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since you were cut down, no woodcutter has come up against us. The grave from beneath is excited about you to meet you at your coming. It stirs up the dead for you, all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the sovereigns of the Gentiles. All of them respond and say to you, Have you also become as weak as we? Have you become like us? Your arrogance has been brought down to the grave, and the sound of your stringed instruments. The maggot is spread under you, and worms cover you. How you have fallen from the Shamayim, O Hallel, son of the morning. You have been cut down to the ground, you who laid low the Gentiles. For you have said in your heart, let me go up to the Shamayim, let me raise my throne above the stars of El, and let me sit in the mount of meeting on the sides of the north. Let me go up above the heights of the clouds, let me be like the Most High. But you are brought down to the grave, to the sides of the pit. Those who see you stare at you and ponder over you, saying, is this the man who made the earth tremble, who shook rains, who made the world as a wilderness and destroyed its cities, who would not open the house of his prisoners? All the sovereigns of the Gentiles, all of them were laid in esteem, everyone in his own house. But you have been thrown from your grave like an abominable branch, like the garment of those who are slain, thrust through with a sword, who go down to the stones of the pit like a trampled corpse. You are not joined with them in burial, for you have destroyed your land and slain your people. Let the seed of evildoers never be mentioned. Prepare his children for slaughter because of the wickedness of their fathers, lest they rise up and possess the land and fill the face of the world with cities. And I shall rise up against them, declares Yahweh of hosts, and shall cut off from Babel the name and remnant and offspring and descendant, declares Yahweh. And I shall make it a possession for the porcupine and marshes of muddy water, and shall sweep it with the broom of destruction, declares Yahweh of hosts. Yahweh of hosts has sworn, saying, truly as I have planned, so shall it be, and as I have purposed, so it stands. To break Ashur in my land, and tread him down on my mountains, and his yoke shall be removed from them, and his burden removed from their shoulders. This is the counsel that is counseled for all the earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out over all the nations. For Yahweh of hosts has counseled, and who annuls it? And his hand that is stretched out, who turns it back? This is the message which came in the year that sovereign Ahaz died. Do not rejoice, all you of Bereshith, that the rod that smote you is broken, for out of the serpent's roots comes forth an adder, and its offspring is a fiery flying serpent. And the firstborn of the poor shall feed, and the needy lie down in safety. And I shall kill your roots with scarcity of food, and it shall slay your remnant. Howl, O gate! Cry, O city! Melt away, all you of Bereshith! For smoke shall come from the north, and there is no stranger in his ranks. And what does one answer the messengers of a nation? That Yahweh has founded Zion, and the poor of his people take refuge in it.